Whoo, what's going on YouTube? It's Donnie B all day, made in America. So, hey, guys, I am truly blessed to be bringing you the knife I'm about to be bringing you. Oh, it sounds like that. This was sent to me by my man Scabber, ChoirBoyz with a Z Cutlery Outdoors. Sub to that man if you haven't already. If you're watching this channel, there's a good chance you probably already are. But that is my man. That's my homeboy. We sent each other packages on the same day. We didn't try to. We just sent each other packages on the same day. So hopefully... Oh, wait, no. He got his because he sent me a picture. I was going to say hopefully. Preview. So Scabber sent me this because I asked him. He did a video on it and I said, oh my God, dude, please send me that blade. And the reason is, when this knife first dropped, the prototype, not when it first dropped, just the prototype before it dropped, I think it was the Shredder Knife channel, my little man, the Shredder, who got this knife before it was released. And for me, it was instant love. I said, you gotta be kidding me. I freaking need this knife. It's one of those ones where you look at it and you know automatically and outright and without question, this is something that I'm just gonna love. And I know something about knives I'm gonna love because in my pocket, I got a titanium Kubi. Oh yeah. So I mean, there's just some knives that you just see and you think, I have to have it, and this is one of those. This is one of those knives. Second preview. So I actually wrote the company when the prototypes were out, and I said, listen, I don't care what it costs right now. I said, I will take this from you. I said, I need this one. And they were like, well, we just got rid of all our prototypes that we could get rid of. So production is going to start, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, well, let me know when it starts. And they were like, oh, most definitely. And then they totally forgot. They're busy people, so I get it. But right now I'm looking on Blade HQ, and the CJRB Tigris, which is what this is on sale under 80 bucks. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. This is the knife I've wanted before it even came out. I mean, oh, I just knew. And Scabber told me, he said, look, if you really love it, keep it. If you don't love it, send it away. Scabber, you may have just put one of my... You may have entered a top 3 candidate right here. Literally. This one I have been wanting ever since I got it in the mail yesterday. I have been just playing with it. And it's every single thing I wished it would be, from the photos and from seeing it first online. It is, and this is even the color combination that I wanted, because they came out with 2 different colors. Well, at first they did. I don't know if they have any more now, but they have a white one that looks amazing. And then I believe they had, oh yeah, the Caldera is another one that came out, which is similar but not exact. This is the one that I really wanted. So I get to find out if what I really wanted is what I really want. And so far, I'm not gonna lie, Scab, I love this thing. So let's get into some of the specs. But before we do, coming up, guess what just went into production? Guess what just went? Well, it's the first one. The prototype is being forged. It will go into production as soon as it's done and I drop a video on it. The D-Bad Mission 2. That's right. Rambo 2-blade reimagined my way. Think of the D-Bad Mission 1. Make it bigger and black. Oh my goodness. I cannot wait for this. The people over at KHHI are excited about it because this thing's going to drop and it's going to be hot, man. I mean, this thing's going to be awesome. It's just big and nasty. So the D-Bad Mission 2 is currently being made. It's being forged probably as we speak, unless they're sleeping because there's time zones. All right, so now let's get into this. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, so the overall length, 8.5 manly inches. Blade length, 3.5 inches. It's so big that 3.5 just, it doesn't look 3.5. It looks bigger. The cutting edge, 3.5 inches. So I'm assuming it's 3.5 inches from this point because that's where the cutting edge is. Blade width is 1.5 inches. Now that is big when you're talking about a pocket knife, a folding knife. That's 1.5 inches. That thing is wide, man. And I like a big beefy blade. A lot of, you know what I mean? And oh gosh. So that one did it for me right there. Blade thickness is 0.12 inches. I'm not sure what that is in millimeters. It may be like 3.5 millimeters. But it's got a nice stout blade to it. It is very, very sweet. The blade material is AR-RPM9. One thing I can tell you about this blade material is it holds an edge for a long time. Now, that said, understand this is a used blade. I don't know who used it before Scab, how it got to him, and if it was brand new or not before it got to him. But Scab did his testing and he did his using with this thing. So this is not a brand new knife. And when I do my reviews, you guys know I like to do an out of the box. Ooh, the dog is kicking you guys around the floor. I like to do an out of the box review so I can show you how it's going to open. I can show you how the edge geometry is. I can show you everything brand spanking new. This one is not. What I can tell you is broken in, it still opens great. I mean, it's definitely been broken in. But the edge is not new. Does that mean it's not sharp? That's a used edge, and that thing, I don't know how many people have used it. I don't know how long it was used for, but that thing is still shaving hair. That thing is still crazy sharp. I got a cat over there going crazy. Hold on. So I was going to go into this review not like a normal review. I wasn't going to do a push cut and all that because it's a used edge, and I would hate to make it look bad, even though I have no idea like what this edge was when it started. However, knowing that it shaves, maybe I'll try anyway because it's still pretty darn sharp. All right, so let's keep going. My screen went black with all the stats on it. Now I'm getting that little pinwheel of doom. All right, so have I mentioned that you look nice today, people in YouTube land? All right, here we go. So handle material G10, done really, really well. The contouring is fantastic. The texturing is fantastic. The color is blue black. The frame liner is stainless steel. It is tip up. Liner locked. It's a Tigris. The model number is J1919. It is an EDC. You have a deep pocket clip. Nice and springy. It's actually not too tight, so you're not going to tear open your pockets. It's got this extra piece of G10 right here. I don't know if they just did it for a cool factor or if it actually was meant to do something, but it definitely rocks that cool factor. Having that two-tone, two-piece, it is just fantastic. You got your steel heel brace right there. It is just awesome, man. It has got a little bit of jimping here, a little bit of jimping here. It also provides a lanyard hole marking right there. You've got this cool little jimping right here, which you can use as a thumb rest. It's ambidextrous on both sides, so you can use it there. The cage for your finger, where your choil would be, your finger well, is angled. And when I first saw that, my first thought was, I wonder if that's comfortable. It's comfortable. It actually feels really good in the hand. So far, everything about this is everything I hoped it would be. Your flipper is jimped right here. It's got like not so much of a jimp. Well, it's got like a jimp. It's got one jimp, which is literally all you need. Your liner, your liner lock is smooth all the way through. So that's why it's probably comfortable, because you have a smooth liner lock. Normally you'd find a jimped liner lock to help you get a good thumb on there, but this one is having no issues there. So let's do this. Let's take this thing out and give it a little test. See this little curve right here? They thought of everything, man, when they did this knife. This is a designer's knife right here. This thing is awesome. All right, let's go outside. I am absolutely stoked about this one. I'm really, really happy to be bringing it to you. Let's get it in the sunshine so you can see it in all of its glory. This thing is just freaking beautiful to me. To some of you, you might think, wow, what an ugly knife. But to me, this is like when I'm designing folders, I design big fat blades on folders. It kind of sticks out like a hawkbill, and then you open it and it's not. It's just, man, it's got so many different things going on that's just making me freaking even happier and happier and happier. All right, so let's do some 4-foot drops. Even though it's got almost that sheep's foot style, it's still having no problem getting through on a drop. We'll do some hard downward throws. Ooh, yeah, baby. Oh, it's got some good bite. Oh, yeah, baby. Oh, my God. You can see the line. That's how far it went in. That is super good in the bite department. All right, so speaking of bite, this has nothing to do with it. Let's try a push cut on the used edge. Oh, okay, it stayed. First of all, the push cut on a used edge, flawless. Second of all, oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Sawing through the tire. Second of all, after the push cut, it stayed in the wood. That, my friends, makes me happy. Let's see here. Let's see here. Oh, man, it's got some nice edge geometry. Oh, this is nice. All right, so, oh, look at how tight that is. So that little curl right there is just beautiful. Let's try some pulls, actually. Let's try some pulls. I'm going to go to side grip and just take it for a ride here. Oh, my gosh. This knife, you know, there's a reason that I wrote the company, and it's because I just knew. You know, sometimes you could just look at something and go, that one's going to be great. This one's great. This one's great. So far, I just started. And this thing is every single thing that I had hoped and thought it was going to be. Man, this is like an all-day have fun with type knife. Just awesome. I wonder if we can get through the extension cord with this. Oh, we found an end. All right, let's see. Now I got a big hole right here, so if I hit it wrong, there's no way I'll get through. So I have to find a good flat spot here without banging my knuckles on this here, which I'll probably do anyway. Oh, I did it! It cut the end off. So pretty much almost every folder I have doesn't give me the ability to swing that aside from some of the cold steel giant ones to chop down that hard to go through all of that. Normally, I'll take a huge bite out of these because this is a thick extension cord, and it'll take a huge bite out. It'll go through some of the metals, and then just like a little piece of rubber will still be left. This is the only one that just cruised straight through with no hiccups. Let's see if it's still sharp enough for 4 layers of leather. It's a used knife. It's used. I am stoked with this, buy this, whatever. What freaking whatever, dude. So let's see if we can't bang on it a little bit here. And go through this big knot at the bottom. That's this whole thing is just a giant knot. Look at the directions these knots are going in. Let's see if we can't hurt it. See if we can't. I don't mean that. Oh my gosh. It went through these knots like they weren't even there. Let's see if there's any kind of show on the edge. Man, I'm gonna, sorry Scab, I'm carrying this probably forever. Golly! All right, so let's see if we can't get some little chops on some light stuff that would still give a hard time for a lot of knives. So these, right, this isn't milkweed, this is an actual little stick. but they're dangling. So a lot of times if you hit one, it'll just move. Let's see if we can't get some quick. Oh, did you hear that? That's because it's wood. It's not milkweed. Bam, bam, bam. See if we can get two together. There's two pieces right here. Bam! I know, I get excited for the stupidest things. But right there, that's a good thick piece right there as far as what it is. And look at this. Did two right there. Boop. This thing, because of its thickness, I can hold it way back here, and because of this little guy, I'm placing my ring finger right on there, and it's given me enough to be able to just cruise through this stuff. Just easy. Holy moly. All right, so let's do a little more. I know this is an EDC, and its use is going to be, you know, doing your regular cuts like opening packages and cardboard and cutting zip ties and this and that. And it's not going to be for gardening. However, if you go outside and you're about to leave the house and you go, oh man, after all that rain, look what grew. Okay, good thing I had my pocket knife. It's just one of those things. This thing is sweet. Let's see, after batoning, are we going to have a problem? No. This thing is just awesome. Right now I have, oh wait, where did we? Yeah, right here. I have like things in my head that I just want to cut. But let's try its skinning abilities. Because of that tip, we'll see how it goes. See if we can't cruise through something here. We will see. All right, here we go. All right. Am I even in the shot? I had you guys turned, I think, completely the wrong way. You heard it. I don't think you saw it. I mean, it's just flawless. Flawless means without flaw. If you guys are wondering, that's some English lessons for you right there. So let's see. Oh my gosh. Through the leather. All the way. I mean, with a tip like this, you'd think it would be hindered. But you can see the profile on that. This thing is just made for it. Just abso-freaking-lutely made for it. Scab, ChoirBoyz with a Z Cutlery Outdoors. Thank you, my brother, for sending this to me. And thank you for giving me the option, because my thought was I was going to play with it and then send it back to him and then be pissed that I don't own it. Because it's one of the very few that I was chasing down. I never, ever contact a maker and ask if I can buy a knife of theirs before it comes out. I usually don't care enough. This one, nope, I cared enough. To have it, knowing how bad I wanted it, and now that it's here, it's like, it's just awesome, man. It is just awesome. I mean, these are right here are no joke. These are kind of hard to cut through, right? Anyone who does any kind of gardening knows what that's like. It's just a pain in the nuggets. All right, let's see. We got some 1-inch forest trees over here. Let's see. Bam. Bam. Ready? Let's get rid of that. Bam. Get that piece, man. It's awesome. It's awesome, man. Bam. I mean, that's a thick piece right there. All right, so I am absolutely stoked. Again, ChoirBoyz with a Z Cutlery Outdoors. Scab is the one that sent it. Show him some respect, show him some love. Get over there and give him a sub. It's a well-earned and well-deserved sub. Just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I am stoked. This one is not going anywhere. Forgive me. Great scabber. But whoo-wee. If you guys saw this online and you saw the shape of it and you thought that looks interesting and I wonder if it's any good, dope. This thing is freaking awesome. And if I want later, what I'll do is I'll come out here to the stone and I will give it a nice honing. Hear that nice slide. Oh, it's like glass. And it just keep this thing exactly how it is. It's freaking awesome. This is going in my pocket for the rest of the day, and I'm gonna keep it that way. I might even throw a little bit of oil in there and make it even snappier, because this thing, watch it, boom, that snaps. I'm gonna oil it though. I'm gonna oil it and make it even better. Boom, damn, man, oh, golly. All right, so that's it for this one. The Tigris is no joke. This is the real freaking deal, man. This is a little dinosaur right here. It's just awesome. It almost looks like, if you remember those Mad Max movies, looks like a car from Mad Max. Oh yeah. So that's it. All right, I'm done with this one. I am Donnie B all day. Until next knife.